I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody. And you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
You took me
I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, my knees on the floor. I'm begging for more. It's you I
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. As you can see, we've already started here. He's on it, can he get away? Adams clears it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. Cafu plays it in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. Manchester United finding their passes. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Crosses it in. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Cafu. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Still goalless at the moment. Beckham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. No, he's not getting his way this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Beckenbauer. Cafu. Deep cross. Cleared away.
The Netherlands really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Robson! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Robson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Pullet. Lets it out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos plays it short. He's hit it long. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. The ball's gone astray, but he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. De Bruyne.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Raul has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
De Bruyne! Decent hit from there. Cafu. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So their 4th corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Great chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Cafu moves just a little bit too strong. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Looking wide, it's ended up in no man's land. Shot a goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Bullet. Now it's Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Schmeichel. Thuram. Cafu
has been indicated.
Robson. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Serginho. Now it's Haaland. Searching pass is played there. And that's been won straight back. Serginho proves too strong. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
The Netherlands leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time.
The Netherlands definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Robson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Strong running down that left flank. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Somewhat off target.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Cafu. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Can he get on the end of this? Pullins gets into a good position. Haaland can't feigns comfortably. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Some resolute defending there. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Beckham. The Netherlands do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's De Bruyne. It's roll! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Now Robson. And here's Ibrahimovic. Big real chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go grab a third.
He is through here. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Robson picks it up out wide. Deftly away. Gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 5, Franz Beckenbauer.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Number 22.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Number 8.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Number 19, Ronaldinho.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. good run down the left. Now it's Roberto Carlos. That pass isn't the best. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And the pass is intercepted. De Jong. And it's Ronaldinho. That is lovely. De Jong. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It'll be 3 minutes at a time.
He slings it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. So here comes a substitution. Cruyff getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And that's it. The Netherlands can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Serginho gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe, knocks it out wide. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that's well seen too. Ball has bounced loose now. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in. Nicely aimed pass. Kubchu. Under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, well played. Looking for a runner. Now it's Hazard. Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Deftly away. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Borussia Dortmund still without a single shot on target. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
For the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Hullet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Played out wide, back towards the middle. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. Toulouse trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Chiellini. Howson. Kubchu. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Owen. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. They're not going to make any further progress now. Great vision. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Best. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cross comes in. Defending of the desperate variety. That looks a decent ball. Best. Oh, that's neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary. Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Oh, sweet feet.
Beckenbauer. And it's Gullit. Borussia Dortmund. And he's had a hit! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Best brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Gullit. Howson. Turán. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Borussia Dortmund are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to... He's having a go! Gullit, beyond special! What a player! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Gullit demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Right there! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. But Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lovely bit of skill. No, it's not getting there. Referee's given a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Haaland coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter. But this will make a nice change.
Looking here to chip it through. Best plays it in. Ter Stegen deals with that nice and simple. Eto'o. Chance for a shot! And it's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looks a good cross. Driving on and making good progress. Eto'o in acres of space out wide. Eto'o! Oh, terrific save.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Good reason for optimism here. Terrific header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So there's going to be another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Borussia Dortmund will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. No, that was never going to make it. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Eto. It's Eto! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Le numéro 17, Hazard. À sa place, le numéro 5, Kaka.
Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. He might be in here! And it's made its way to him. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's come to nothing. And that has been cleared. So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, it's Rui Costa. That's good play. And it's De Jong. Decent chance!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. played forward.
Gusto.
Howson gets a foot in here.
Il y aura 1 minute de temps additionnel.
Howson. Now it's Mbappe. Howson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Can he get away here? Tries to play it through. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 24.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund looking by any yardstick formidable.
I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I really like the look of João Felix, Peter. A player so talented you can build a side around him. He is the go-to guy in linking the midfield and the front line, and his willingness to drop back and receive the ball works very well in bringing the wide players into the game, and it drags defenders out of position. So he's a very important part of it all.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Beckenbauer. And it's Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm plays it. Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Quality ball. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Howson is always getting the pitch for targets. So it is still 0-0.
Mbappe, it's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
In with the challenge. Bellingham carries the ball down the right. Beckenbauer. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Cross flung in towards the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Borussia Dortmund really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Mbappe. And it's Lahm. Borussia Dortmund finding their... There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Opts to play it back. Look at the space here. Pull it. He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos. Deep cross. João Neves. Beckenbauer, and it's Lahm, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He opts to go forward. João Felix chasing after it. Pull it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Neves. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. And it's Cannavaro. Now Van de Ven. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Tries to get it clear. Lahm. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Dembele. João Felix.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to play it through. It's made its way to... And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
João Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lahm. Thuram. Beckenbauer. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 4.
And we're off again.
Number 9.
Borussia Dortmund have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Played into space. Floated through. Oh, that is a intense shot! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is good strength. Rijkaard. And it's Neves. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And here's De Jong. That's good play. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Cannavaro. Good running, strong and purposeful. Dembele. And that has left him in a heap. So Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And it's Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. Opts for safety. Borussia Dortmund do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he gets rid in a hurry. Dembele. Borussia Dortmund are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Lahm. Little pass back. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Jong. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down.
Great chance! Mbappe is magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might fear this team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. De Jong. Now Robson. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
So, third corner of the game. his head, but couldn't steer it in. Borussia Dortmund clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Lahm. Van der Ven defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And it's Eto'o. Lahm. Eto'o. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Best. Oh, nice touch. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Mohamed.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Roberto Carlos. That'll be a throw. back to the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. All up with that dink over the top. Adams. Now Costa Curta. Adams. Neymar. And it's Messi. Salah. He's found a way through. Harrison, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Podrá. Robson. Bullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Roberto Carlos. Now Mbappe. Neymar. Can he get it through? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Bernardo Silva plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's a promising position. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Thuram. Robson. Neymar. Very nearly half an hour gone here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Great ball, and he's in here. It's made its way to him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. There will be a throw-in. Showing good feet. Lofted in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away. He's through, now is he in? And the finish! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Best! Borussia Dortmund heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Van Dijk. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Bullet. Beckenbauer. It's a searching pass. Adams gets it away. Bernardo Silva. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Harrison.
Un minuto de descuento.
And it's Thuram. Robson. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Borussia Dortmund ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. There's the start of the second half. Adams. Now Neymar, nicely spread. Roberto Carlos, lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Eto'o, that's a shade optimistic. Van Dijk is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
And now they can clear their lines. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Borussia Dortmund in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Now that's well seen too. Neymar, and the counter is on. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on... Oh no, what has happened here? Best. That's a good run he's making there. Ball swung in. Beckenbauer can get it clear. It's a sharp pass. He's in plenty of space here. Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Raul coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Roberto Carlos. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckenbauer. Podrá. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner given.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. He's under a lot of pressure there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Robson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now.
Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities.
And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. Chooses to go back. Lovely bit of skill. He's tried one! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Robson is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Beckenbauer. Great vision. Ibrahimovic. Out of play for a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. What a throw in. Van Dijk. It's Rui Costa. That has not gone well. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Neymar. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Engages and forces him off the ball. Robson. Nice looking ball. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. No, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. Best. It's Rui Costa. To Thuram. Best. It's Rui Costa. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Borussia Dortmund are chirpy, cheerful and contented.
Fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Just believe me, this stay with me.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Únete. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has ended up in no man's land. Lahm. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Únete. And it's Lahm. Lovely feet. That's really good defending. Palmer was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Padre, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Xavi Alonso.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos. Borussia Dortmund disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Pedri. And here's Palmer. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, they can break here. Can he get it through? Haaland in acres of space out wide. Corner then.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He gets big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Howson. Played into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Played in deep. He's got tall. Boom! Header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's in a great position here. Roberto Carlos gets into some space.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Threads one in. He's picked it up out wide. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Howson attempts a clearance. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. He's well positioned. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that has been clubbed away. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He won't be happy with that one. Searching pass he's played there. This looks promising. Roberto Carlos.
Added time.
Robson. Pedri. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Here we go again.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Filippo Inzaghi engages and forces him off the ball. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos delivers.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Ibrahimovic coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Roberto Carlos. And he goes cross-field. Lahm charging forward down that flank. And it's played. Header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Triol. And it's Otto. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's a cute ball.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Howson is always looking to break lines. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Pedri with the cross. And that's out of reach. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bullet. Now Robson. Mbappe is onto this. Palmer.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there's the clearance. Pull it. Tedri does really well to win the ball there. And it's Inzaghi. Great vision. Dink through. Howson getting this one clear. Odo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Phoenix Rising clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that has left him in a heap. Pull it. Steaming on goalwards. Could move up a gear here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Now the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Spread it left. Pull it. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Robson charging forward, the ball at his feet. Loose ball now, and there's a... He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Beckenbauer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Oh, super ball! Caught offside that time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Palmer. Number 3, Xabi Alonso. Number 22, Pedri. Coming on the field, number 23, Raul. Number 9, Beckham. Number 47,
Borussia Dortmund making consecutive changes here. Neto coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Beckham. And it's Serginho. It's a searching pass. He's being urged to shoot. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. Now he's got space here. And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we...
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
He's a sharp little ball here. Adams attempts a clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Beckenbauer to Lahm to Ram. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Howson threads one in. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Tura. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That's an imaginative pass. Costa Curta. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk. Jorginho.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Paris Saint-Germain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Jorginho. Oh, they could break here. Lahm gets a foot in here. Costa Curta. And here's Hazard. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. Howson. Robson. Pull it. Beckenbauer. Out towards the flank. And it's Lam. Chips it through. Pull it. And the ball is out of play. Borussia Dortmund looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Thuram is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Now Robson. And here's Thuram. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Borussia Dortmund head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Ferrer. Robson. And it's Jorginho. This is Messi. Messi! That's going to go a long way. Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. Best joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Beckenbauer to Thuram. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the channel. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
There's the shot! Cleared without complication. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And it's Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really big chance! Azar. Gets a good foot in there. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Borussia Dortmund are making a change now.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Borussia Dortmund have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Best, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Podrá. That's a throw. Van Dijk. Not the most convincing of passes. Howson. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bellingham. Now Mbappe.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Robson tries to pass it through, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
But it's Thuram. Beckenbauer. It's a good spell of possession, this. Robson does well to get it back. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Great chance! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Le numéro 4. Attention, changement.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Best can so cleverly bypass the press. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Hazard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Can he get it through? Chips it through. Now there's a fine ball. And the shots! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now. Hazard. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. De Bruyne. Nice interception, well timed. And with that, the final whistle. Borussia Dortmund pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mbappe collecting the match ball, and it is his. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very well.
Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take you